What's up with it?
We're back. Familiar faces in the building.
You back in there?
Man, we live, y'all. We live. We back. You know what I'm saying? We had a little break, as we always do, but we missed y'all. So we had to line it up so we can get back in this thing. So
Get back in there and start causing trouble.
Yeah, miss my people, man. Miss seeing y'all faces, you know what I'm saying? So we back. We excited. We got topics. We got questions. We got all kind of stuff going on this episode. Episode 183. Here we go again. Yeah, so y'all already know. Here we go. Go.
Oh
yeah.
Here we go again.
Oh.
Yeah, we
didn't miss that though. We did not. Like no parts of that.
Yeah, that singing. I don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, you gotta hum a tune here and there, you know what I'm saying? Especially when a classic like the Isley Brothers hit your spirit.
I guess so. Yeah. We'll let you rock with that.
Someone else's spirit that could sing.
How you doing, Forehead? What's happening?
I'm doing amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm healing. I had surgery and I didn't even tell y'all it was happening until like 5 minutes.
No, you came to the shop and told me, but I was like, all right.
That's right. I did tell you because I seen Benji. Me and Benji seen each other during the break. So I was telling him that I was getting ready to have it. But then we was checking in. Oh yeah, I had surgery.
I ain't seen to him forever, so I'm like, I was like, hold up, is that you?
I didn't even say nothing either. I just popped in like, hey.
Just walk in like a freaking stalker or something like that. Just walk in casually. I'm like, all right, what's going on?
I was so busy that day too. I was like, I came in on the phone.
Facts. But it's all good. It's always good to see you. Good to see y'all.
Yeah, it's good.
Back in there. You get what I'm saying?
How you doing, Benji?
Man, it's been interesting. Ministry and life has been pretty fun. I ain't gonna even lie. And just acclimate. You know, when you make changes and adjust your whole life to stuff, you have your little, things you got to figure out and do this and do that. My choir is starting to, we're going to kill the IE. I just want y'all to know.
Okay.
They're coming together. So super solid, super excited about that. New drummer, new band, keyboardist, new MD, bass guy is learning. And hopefully I get this guitar guy in. But man, it's coming together so dope. And they're finally blending together. And I'm enjoying it. So yeah, that's a smile point right there.
That's what's up. That's good. It's good that things are going well for everybody. Trish Michelle's recovering. Benji doing his thing. I'm recovering from, I don't know, whatever this RSV thing or virus or whatever they got going around. Got on you, boy, a couple weeks ago. Man, that was something crazy, but we here. You know what I'm saying? We're clear. And we finna make this thing happen. Episode 183. So we appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. We just excited to return after the break. We re-energized, and we got some good stuff to talk about. So let's get right into it, man. So y'all already know it's 2020. It's 2025. We got a new president. We got a new president, and he didn't waste time when they gave him that pen. He got to sign in everything.
He ain't put it down.
One of the first things that's been going on is this right here, man. He made a change to the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally. So he's no longer known as the Gulf of Mexico. It's known as the Gulf of America. So
Yeah.
it's officially been changed on the maps and the systems and everything else. So when you look it up, it says the Gulf of America, right? So I mean, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all even care about that? Does it make any difference to y'all? Is it just weird because it's not what we grew up with? Like, how you feel about that, Tristan Michelle?
I think it's the stupidest shit ever. Like, do not know how much y'all know we live it. How much
Right.
real problems we got going on. Like, that's the one of the first things you needed to make sure you. Why is that a thing? Who
Right.
cares? Like, what is this whole America bringing America back and all this, just making it, redefining America back to what it's supposed to be. We all know what that is. And so Gulf of Mexico had to go, and we all know what that means and how he really feels about that. And
Right.
that's what we're doing. And to me, like, there's so much other things like that need to be fixed, that you should have been signing, that you should have been taking care of immediately, that you didn't do. Like, that to me is childish. Like, that really lets y'all know where his mind is, like, childlike. Like, that's some petty kid stuff. I don't know. It's stupid. Our president's dumb. I don't care. I say
Anything I associate with him has to be money related and bully related. So if it's got money attached to it, I know he's like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do to establish, this is ours, right? Because he's gonna monetize it some type of way, somehow, some type of way. And those are the two things I ultimately, if his name is in the news, the paper, whatever, he's trying to monetize it and he's trying to bully his way into something. So that's kind of where I lie with it. So
that's how he's been. That's literally what he's been doing with everything. The tariffs, all that. Bully until he's getting what he wants.
Yeah,
gotta get what he wants.
Yeah, that dude, he definitely, as Trisha Michelle said, he definitely childish. And people get mad at me all the time because I laugh about a lot of stuff he does. But that dude, if nothing else, that dude is funny to me. He is a character. And I'm like, dude, this guy can't be real. This dude's not real.
There's no way he's running the United States. There's no way.
Bruh. I like, this dude is not
bullying
real.
everybody he can. Anybody he can get some money from. Because he's basically saying, listen, we've been hooking y'all up for a long time under these deals. I'm coming for mine. And it's like,
but go ahead.
Some parts of that, I get the logic behind the business portion of it. I do. Mm-hmm. And I won't say that there's some things that Trump that is doing that are incorrect. It's just a lot of the stuff is the way he goes about doing it.
Right.
That is a lot of the problem with certain things. Now, there's a bunch of things that he's doing wrong still, but
he's not diplomatic at all. He just uncouth. Reminds you of somebody with no filter whatsoever.
Nah, he definitely don't have no filter. But I said at least you know how he feels and what he's thinking because he gonna say it.
That's why a lot of people said they don't have to worry about him hiding or anything about what he is, what he's gonna do, how he is, or anything. Like, they know what they're getting. And what I guess to each his own, but yeah,
some people can respect that because when you deal with folks and they ain't always 100% out there. Some people are like, if he's racist, at least he's making it known that he's a racist and he ain't hiding it. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be. He's going to throw it out there. And some people actually appreciate that because they call that authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's being true to himself. He's being who he is and he ain't hiding and he ain't back there making policies and telling you something. So I don't know. But either way, it's going to be a movie for the next 4 years.
I was going to say it's going to be a long 4 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride, but, it's so much going on with it and it just started. So I'm just interested to see, what the long haul is going to be and what it's going to turn into because there's so much going on right now. But another thing that's going on is the ICE roundup. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are actually out there actively pursuing and finding people and taking people and deporting people, right? And the crazy thing about it is, you got these kids at school and, things like that are worried about, they can't even, focus on their schoolwork and things they're supposed to be doing at school because they're afraid that, the people are going to show up to deport them, or the people might even deport their parents while they're at school. And, can you imagine as a child, you get out of school and find out your mom and dad have been deported?
Right.
And they're probably going to deport you as well. So, I mean, it's just that, man, it's a lot of things. And like you said, it's really not what he's doing. It's like how he's going about it.
Right.
Now, I understand, there are rules and regulations and laws, and everybody has to abide by them, and everybody has to have certification, and, you have to be registered, and, so on and so forth for everything. And, there are things, legit concerns, but it's just wild. I'm gonna share a wild video, and I know some of you all have seen this. It's not funny, but it's wild though. This guy is driving around, and he drives up to Home Depot and picks up some Hispanic workers that are outside of Home Depot. They're out there looking for a job, looking for work.
Right.
So he picks up about 8 of them. He drives around, and then he pulls up at the ICE office and blows his horn in front of the ICE office with these gentlemen on the back of the truck. Wild. I'm like,
it's not funny, but it is funny, right?
But I'm like, these people, you play on people's lives for content.
Right.
That's
diabolical.
That's
diabolical for us. In the social media streets, we call that diabolical.
Like, wow. Yeah.
But you know what? But you know what? It's crazy because we can't be surprised by anything people do for content in 2025 because people risk their life every day for clicks and content. And I'm like, I just never, I can't understand it because I'm not willing to do it. So my mind don't work that way. But it's just like, man, is it worth your life and putting your family and everybody else in jeopardy just because you're trying to make a few bucks off of some content, man? So, but yeah,
attention is a hell of a drug, and people want it, and it's the new crack.
Yeah, facts. And another thing that's been going on since all the switching over and things, and they've been blaming a lot of that stuff on the changes that Trump made, especially with the aviation and things like that, is all these planes that have been crashing, like planes crashing. You had a train, something happened with the train the other day. The train blew up.
You had two private jets on the tarmac run into each other.
Yeah, it's like what the heck is going on now that in the past few months that just has changed so vastly to make this stuff start happening outside of Trump changing the people who are at the helm of, the aviation.
And according to him, it was due to DEI reasons that this is occurring.
I mean, it's gotta, I wonder how many of these have actually happened before, we get the press on it like we do now.
I think we get the press.
I don't know if it's the norm.
I think we get the press every time. Right now. I don't think we've missed any press on any of this ever happening. Right. I do believe that this is real life, real time, an excessive amount of situations that are not just conveniently happening all the time. Like there's no coincidence. Like this is something's up.
Yeah, and it seems to be weird because air traffic controllers usually be on point.
It's because of DEI. Don't forget.
And it's crazy because of all the switching they have done that now this stuff is starting to occur. So I was like, you don't see the writing on the wall?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the saying that's been like, we didn't have crashes and stuff here and there, but we didn't have nothing like in a matter of a week. Catastrophic 4 of them in 7 days,
weeks, and you got one every week. Yeah,
every couple of days there's the helicopter, the planes, them running into each other, the engine caught on fire, they had to turn around and come back down, like all kind of. There's the
plane in Philly.
somebody changed the Wi-Fi on there that said there's a bomb on the plane. Like, what is all of this?
Yeah,
I mean, it's weird. I wish I had a better answer, but it's totally weird to 4 weeks in a row and you got planes just crashing just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, and the planes, but Benji, you as a preacher, how do you feel about when people are talking about the end times, when you have planes crash and you have these outbreaks of different diseases and things like that they talk about, what I'm saying, throughout the Bible, right? So, like, especially in Revelations, when because that's what a lot of people are running around saying, like they're referencing these things, right? Yeah, so I tell people all the time, no matter what's going on, the media feeds off of fear, right? They want to make people afraid of life, and
emotional
people,
selling.
yeah, and people's anxiety is sky high, right? Because they look at the news in constant cycles, and I even have to tell my mom, like, hey, stop looking at that news all the
Turn it
time.
off. I can't watch it.
Yeah,
Like,
look at
I
it.
don't watch the news. I just go find what I want to find, go research what I want to research, get what I need to know out of it, and I'm out. Like, I don't watch no news.
If it don't come across my social media feed, I ain't running to it. But
that's just
the crazy part is with all this stuff, I know this is where rightly dividing the scripture is very important. Bible tells us these are just the beginning of sorrows. This ain't the first time planes done crashed. This ain't the first time we done had a famine. These are just the beginning of sorrows. It's not a situation where this is dire and the world is coming to an end now because this is happening now. These are beginning moments. It's Matthew 24 tells you that. So when people get up and say, oh, the world is coming to an end, and they don't read thoroughly enough, because there's a lot more to it before the end time actually comes, compared to just a plane falling out of the sky or of eggs, being. I thought it's funny. Me and my wife had this conversation, and she's like, babe, eggs is $10. I'm like, babe, that ain't no crisis. Go simple. Go get you some chickens and get your own eggs.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't really no crisis for it to be at $10, but people make it a crisis because they're used to their anxiety being touched and the fear and the this and the that. And I'm like, babe, it's not a major issue. Now, when you start seeing things like the abomination of the desolation, which is a totally different story, then we'll talk about that. But until then, live your life, be cool, be comfortable, be chill. You probably need to lay off them eggs anyway. Too much cholesterol in them.
Well, I tell people all the time, man, they've been saying the world going in for 100+ years. So I mean, if it ends, it ends. Oh well, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. So why even focus on it?
That is an absolute fact. And then most people are usually you talk to them and they cover stuff that you see. They're media prophets. Like I seen it in the media, so. Oh, now this, the Bible says, no, brother. If you read it thoroughly, there's way more stuff that's going to take place before Christ comes. So so just chill out. If you can still eat your biscuits in the morning with jelly and butter, you'll be straight.
Well, they got these outbreaks too, man. So I was reading some articles today, and I saw an article. Now I know this might gross some of you all out, but they got a measles outbreak in Texas, as they reported. A lot of people stopped getting measles vaccinations, years ago. A lot of people stopped getting vaccinations, period. But measles vaccinations, but in a lot of school districts, it's mandatory, right, for you to have these vaccinations in order to attend school. Well, it's a lot of kids that are unvaccinated for measles, so they had an outbreak in Texas. So they got an outbreak in Texas. I'm pretty sure it's gonna spread other places. So if you or your child have not been vaccinated for measles, a lot of us don't have that worry because we had that when we was kids, because
kids growing up.
We had to. It was mandatory, right?
Yeah,
so we don't have that. Yeah, so a lot of these little kids don't have it. So parents, if you see your kid got weird little bumps and stuff on them, pay close attention to it because yeah, this stuff is going around. So yeah, I mean, be careful because outbreaks are happening with measles, outbreaks are happening with listeria, which is crazy to me
Right.
because I saw Dunkin' Donuts has a company, I think it's FBF, that supplies a lot of their products. They have a listeria outbreak and they have a lot of stuff listed on their website. And then Walmart had an outbreak of listeria in broccoli florets, right? So and that touched your boy because I can't lie to you. I'm a fan of broccoli florets.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I like having my little florets with my.
Yeah, I like having my florets and
I like a little broccoli in my cheddar soup.
I put it in my salads. I put it I eat broccoli florets with just Italian dressing sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eating way healthier, over the past few months. So that
my
became
boy been off the honey buns. You know
oh yeah, no.
Okay,
For real,
he been off the honey buns. Don't do
I
that.
don't play with them honey buns, dog. I don't mess with honey buns. No más, por favor. No más.
I mean,
and they done for.
I feel you because I've been off the Dr. Pepper for what I'm saying, a little for months now.
I mean, you can go ahead and you can drink those poppies or the ollipops, whatever.
Don't do it. Don't do it, dog.
Oh yeah. So bubble guts.
No, I had a couple and they terrible. I'm sorry. Whatever
companies
out
like
there.
them.
Like I don't.
Honestly, they're not bad. I'm not even gonna lie.
They are right. They are right, but
I'm trying to get them in my store because I'm gonna have them in my store.
I had to send a 24 pack to my dad because he diabetic and he over here ain't mad. Calling me, ain't nobody gonna send me no soda, no 2 liter. I'm like, you don't need no soda.
Yeah.
So I sent it to my sister, like, yo, I'm sending this poppies. Hopefully he like it because he about to cuss me out because he ain't have no soda. Like, mad about it. So yeah.
I mean,
I gotta have that soda.
I'm sorry, Ken. I'm sorry. Listen, the watermelon one is fire.
I haven't had the watermelon one.
The watermelon one is fire, and I like the cream soda one. So there's a few of them that are fire.
Cream soda one was okay. I tried. I think all the different
that
flavors.
Little lemon lime Sprite.
Lemon lime.
Nasty.
It's so nasty.
That was the first one I tried because I like Sprite. Yeah, I like Sprite. So I tried. I could do that, and it just
Yeah,
not it.
Yeah, not it. Yeah, but yeah, they got all this crazy stuff going on, and we're trying to find, like you just talking about with the soda, trying to find substitutes. And then Benji was talking about like the eggs. The egg shortage is crazy, and you know why it's crazy too? It again with the fear of not having something. People that usually would go to the store and buy 1 carton of eggs are now going to buy 4.
15.
No, this dude was in the store and filled his cart up.
Well, I'm just saying the average person,
like
you know what I'm saying? Like if you buy 1, now the average person is going in to buy
I'm not
4.
buying $40 worth of eggs.
Yeah, they going in there and buying them. Nah, I mean, but you got to think about it. A lot of people, like say for instance, you got these people that bake cakes for a living, right? They gotta have the eggs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But, that's a good.
And now Costco put a limit on how many you could get because there's on Costco and Sam's Club. You could get 18 and whatever more for like $7 to $11 for the whole thing. It's cheaper than the store. And then Trader Joe's, you could get a dozen for like $3 still, but they limit it to 1 now because people found out.
I'm on my farm stuff. I'm gonna have me about 4 chickens on my property.
When my grandma was alive, she had eggs. She had about 4 or 5 chickens.
But the crazy part about it is if you go and get a chicken now, even buying a chicken is gonna be more expensive.
About $500 for a chicken. But
they gonna tax you for the chicken.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But it's when you got your own, when you can do your own land and you got your own pond, you can go fishing.
I don't know why this just made me think about Popeyes and Don Julio, but it did.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
They did that little fusion, the Don Julio,
yeah,
Popeyes. They collab
for the Super Bowl.
It just made my mind go chicken.
Yeah, And when I heard about that collab, first thing I thought about was they clone Tyrone. If you seen that movie, then you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And they're like
eating the
Don
clone
Julio and chicken. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like you know the target audience for that. Like, and anything they're targeting us with, you can't be good. It cannot be good.
Hey, so listen, I as far as the eggs go, I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, so you got to go around town looking for eggs that are what, $6, maybe $5, $7, whatever. And I'm sitting there like, man, you know what's crazy is people are going to do that all day, every day, just on the idea of fear of not having to make not having no eggs just to eat.
Yeah,
and that's crazy to me.
Well, some people eat eggs every day as part of their routine. You know what I'm saying? It's part of they get up, they eat a couple of eggs. Some people like bodybuilders and stuff. You know, you've been seeing them. You know, since we were kids. You know, just drinking raw eggs and things like that. So it's a lot of people that's part of their daily routine. So just like if something were to happen with coffee, do you know how crazy people would go, but they would still pay the price for whatever it takes to drink their coffee every day?
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah, so it's just necessary for some people, and like I don't eat eggs a lot, so I don't really care. I don't really care about it.
Now I will say this: a good fried egg on a biscuit. Tell me that's life.
A fried egg on a burger is fire.
Oh, I mean, see, yeah, but
no, it's fire.
I'll let y'all have that.
It's yeah. Now see, I'm hungry. You just talking about chicken.
Yeah, chicken and Don Julio got Benji ready to act a Fulio. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, chicken, man. It'd be like Pookie from New Jack City. He'd be calling me, man.
He'd be calling me. Yeah, man. Speaking of wild stuff, man, I gotta bring up this guy, man. Ye is at it again.
He wilding. Is this his creative space again? Is this him because we about to get an album? What's the deal?
Can we get an album? Like, if you're gonna go crazy, Ye, give us an album, right? Give us something that that's gonna come good out of it, because a lot of people are saying is two things, right? That Ye is doing all this stuff that he's doing because of the attention that Kendrick is getting, so he wants some of that attention. But also, like you just mentioned, with they've been saying he's got new work coming out, so maybe this is part of that. But it's like I want to be excited for my guy, because I've always been a big Kanye fan, man. So the antics that he pulled are disappointing to me sometimes, because I'm like, dude, just give me the music, right? All this other stuff you doing, I don't know, but
he's getting a little annoying.
I wish your mom was still here, because I know you wouldn't be doing this type of stuff if your mom was still here. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, with her passing, it's just like he just did a flip. And man, I mean, I want to believe in him so much, and I want to hear the music, but all this extra stuff that he does. But what he did when he went on live the other day, or the recording that he was talking about Kodak Black and trying to help him. Now that's the kind of positivity that I want to see from Kanye, reaching out to guys and doing positive stuff. But then he goes on a rant talking about Trump, talking about all this other stuff, gets his Twitter account deleted again because it's
rant. That's 33 point something million people. Part of me is thinking like, he's got so many lives. Like he dipped under billionaire status when it was the Adidas thing, and it was a drama. And then he bounced back to his billionaire status. Like what can make him change if I can do all of that, get back into the $1 billion game? Why can't I just act a fool right now and then take it up another notch? Because they're gonna take, they're gonna take stuff from you, But is he trying to get out of some contracts? Is he trying to get out of some deals with some people? It worked the first time. Maybe he's trying to do it again.
I mean, the fool was selling KKK shirts with swastikas on it and stuff on his website. I'm confused right now. That's too much. Yeah, I rock with but what are we doing? Like that stuff is I don't fool with that. So
That's
Like it's
weird.
kind of we're trying to, and that's someone in the comments on a post said, y'all keep wanting to blame it on his creativeness and his being so smart and his bipolar and everything else. Like now what is it? Now what's the reason? Now why is he doing this?
Well, he said in the interview he's not bipolar, he is autistic. So that's what he said
He can't tell us
more
that.
recently. More recently,
We
he
need a
said he's
doctor to
autistic.
tell us.
He
I
said
need
he's
him to
autistic.
show me where the doctor told him.
Yes.
Because
he go back and forth with all kinds of stuff.
Like whatever's if, and no offense, because if he really is, then hey, I believe you if you really are. But you kind of keep whatever's convenient in the story of whatever you're trying to push at the time. First he was bipolar, now you're autistic. And he has an autistic son, so that he says, which I'm not sure, I ain't paid attention to how the son acts or not, but I don't know what to believe when it comes to his mental problems, and it ain't my business. All I know is that what's happening right now, he need to get it together.
It's weird. I agree with Dame Dash. Everybody know Kanye got problems. Keep the camera out of his face, please.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna. That goes back to what you was talking about with social media and stuff, and how people love to, they're gonna create content, whatever is good or bad. Right. The camera's never gonna leave Kanye's face,
right?
Because look at what it is. It's always some wow factor, some shock factor, something insane. So they're not gonna stop recording him. They're gonna only bring more.
I agree, and that's the sad part, because if I can get Kanye on an interview, I know it's gonna be wild, but it's going to do crazy numbers, crazy ratings. And some people are not going to pass that up. So the opportunity is always going to be there.
Exactly. So, that's exactly what goes through their mind, is the money that they can make, the views, all of that.
That's a fact. And I can't lie. If he was to offer to come on our show, I'd be hard pressed to turn him down, right?
I mean, I wouldn't turn him down.
We don't have a reason to turn him down, but we actually
not at all.
We actually fool with him. But it's just what's going on.
I actually want to know what's going on. Like I actually would like to interview him to ask him these questions, whether he would answer them or not. I'm not sure what type of answer we would get. I'm not sure.
Right.
But the opportunity to have a conversation with him at any level would be something would be great. Yeah. Right? It would be dope. I
think so.
I definitely wouldn't turn that down for sure. But we were talking about him having an autistic son. Now, one other thing that we'll get to, and I just want to bring this up while we're talking about his autistic son, is that Jay-Z and Beyonce, when they were at the Super Bowl, there was this big thing about they had, the girls there, but where's his son, right? Mm-hmm. And they say his son, they never showed the son, sir. They never showed him at all. But what was told to me and what was mentioned in a few of the articles was that sir is autistic.
Right.
And of course, if you're familiar with any autistic kids, most of them are sensitive to a bunch of lights, a bunch of sound, stuff like that. So bringing a kid that is sensitive to that type of stuff to a place like the Super Bowl it'll be crazy.
Right. His triggers, all his triggers going on.
It'd be crazy, right? So people have to be sensitive to things like that. Like if once you know that information, then you got to be sensitive to stuff like that, man. Right. I know they, celebrities and people want to know all these things and want to ask all these questions. But once you have that information, leave it alone.
Right. Makes sense.
So, what I'm saying? Staying in the music lane, we want to say rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. Irv Gotti passed away. If you know anything about hip hop, if you know anything about R&B, especially early 2000s, Irv Gotti was instrumental in a lot of different music, right? And even in the late 90s, over the last, couple of weeks, I've been really seeing people talk about the contribution that he made production-wise. Right. Like we see the artists that he's produced from his record label, but just production-wise, like he produced on Jay-Z's first album, and a lot of people didn't know that. Right. He's responsible for, artists like Ja Rule and Ashanti, Murder Inc. And I mean, just so many contributions from the music aspect, but behind the scenes, a lot more of that. But one thing that they've been talking about a lot, because he had a stroke and he was diabetic, is trying to make sure that we as people especially Black people, are honed in on our health and
Right.
paying
Right.
attention to the signs of things that are going on, because they showed interviews where Irv was like, well, I know I'm not supposed to
Forget
have
it.
this,
Right.
but
But I'm gonna eat it
I'm gonna
anyway.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat it anyway. And people cheer him on, and people go get the stuff for him, and people
Yeah.
enable, what I'm saying, the
Right.
activity. But we really love the people around us. If they
We
get
wouldn't
mad
do
at
it.
us or whatever, like, we still have to, because I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to my mom. I love you, mom. But my mom knows I'm constantly on her about she likes Big Red. I'm like, mama.
Oh boy.
I'm like, mama, chill out on the Big Red. Do you like Big Red or do you like your legs? Which one?
Look,
What you want to do?
Yeah.
that's like my
Because
dad with the poppy sodas. Look, he
Yeah.
want to cuss me out, but you ain't getting no Pepsi.
You can cuss me out all day. If my mama was here, listen, you can say whatever you want. If I was on the opposite end of that, listen, I want you here. You can cuss me out, say whatever you want. You still ain't getting it from me. And if
Yeah, sorry.
anybody give it to you, they catching a 2-piece from me
Mm-hmm.
on site. Because I
yep,
listen, that whole of losing a loved one like that, listen, man, that ain't a good feeling. So as long as
Yeah.
long as I can keep you around, I'm gonna hang around. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
So
gonna be the one contributing and watching you eat
facts.
yourself or whatever it is you're doing to death.
My uncle, this is crazy to talk about this. My uncle used to have a buddy, and he had sugar diabetes, and he couldn't stop eating pecan pies. That was his thing. He couldn't. And this dude would eat these pecan pies and then go into a diabetic coma. And he would literally, my uncle would have to go over there and pray for him. This dude's in a whole diabetic coma, get out, come out of the diabetic coma, and still wouldn't let go of them pecan pies. And I'm sitting
I'm
there like,
telling you,
what?
that's how they be.
But it's crazy. But it's like, what can you do? People still get it, or they gonna sneak and go get it. And I'm like, listen, man,
yeah.
if I catch you, I'm giving you a piece. I'm telling you, a two
Well,
piece.
it's an addiction, man, and a lot of people don't
Yeah.
realize how strong that addiction is. It's just like a drug, just like we associate when we say people crackheads and stuff like that. It's the
Right.
same. It's the
They
same
be
thing.
crackhead for that
Sugar.
sugar or
It's
whatever
It's
it
sugar.
is.
yeah.
Right.
It's for sugar.
And sugar's probably even worse than any drug, because a lot of people are addicted to it and don't call it that, because they just figure, hey, I just got a
It's
sweet
something
tooth.
sweet. Yeah.
Like, hey, like they say, every time you eat something, I want something sweet now. Like,
Right.
you ain't
Right.
gotta have something sweet.
Someone that was
Right.
the thing. It said no, big back. You don't need nothing
You
sweet.
don't need nothing sweet all the time. Like,
Hey,
it's
I know this
Oh,
for a fact. We talked about this earlier before we got on. I stopped before Thanksgiving came in. I laid off Dr. Peppers, right? And I was like, all right, cool. Laid off them joints till like late December. And I had one, and my body reacted to it so crazy. It's like, yeah, man, like I'm leaving this alone. And it really kind of reinforced. I think clearer now that I'm not having as much sugar. My body doesn't feel so inflamed. Because I was drinking one like every day, bro, like serious. And I'm sitting there and I noticed the difference. And to notice the difference has to be something you kind of hold on to.
yeah. If you
yeah,
notice.
that's how I was with the honey buns. I'm telling you, that's why I stopped, because I had one, you know what I'm saying, and I would have one here and there, and then I didn't have one for a long stretch of time, and then I was like, you know what, I ain't had one in a while. Let me go ahead and get one. And man, I ate it, and I felt so bad after I ate it, like
Right.
physically, like bad. I
Right.
was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on these. I had like two of them that I bought three, and and I ate one, and I threw the other two in the trash. Unopened it, I just threw them in the trash, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like
Shout out
I
to my boy.
yeah, I
Throw
was
him
like,
in the trash.
nah, I was
Right.
like, man, I'm done. I'm done. I'm about to move on
He's
in
been
life.
delivered.
Yeah, hey
He don't
man.
like honey buns no
That's
more.
ultimate healing right there. He threw the rest
Hey
away.
yo.
He didn't say after these last two, I'm not buying them no more. He threw those away. That's
I don't like honey buns no more.
You know how hard that is for you to, especially as a human being, to know that you spent your money on something and now you don't want it and just throw it in the trash, uneaten, unconsumed. It's like, at least let me take one bite out of each of them and then throw it in the trash. So wild stuff like that.
You got something. Your money's worth something.
Nah, I just threw them in the trash, man.
When you don't want to feel like that ever again, that's when you like, I don't want that feeling no more. You're like, I'm good. So I dig it 100%. And they have this sugar control capsule that you could take. It's called Moringa, I think it is, something like that. I was shocked. It's in matcha, and it actually helped me for like 2 months, just sugar control. And I was like, all right, I dig this.
Well, nah,
I did that with coffee. I wasn't a coffee head, but I already get migraines as it is. So then my body was used to like that caffeine kick. And then if I wasn't getting it by 2, I had a headache every day.
Wow.
So I just cut it like completely for like a long time.
Look at everybody on this.
I didn't drink for months. Like months.
Folks don't went on their vacation from the show and done got delivered from some things.
No, this was before we ended the show. I've been did this.
Oh.
Hey, when you know better, you do better, bro. You know what I'm saying? You should. So, but like I said before we got a little sidetracked, but rest in peace to Irv Gotti. People, be aware of your body, the signs that something is not right. Especially when it comes to stroke. And a lot of us are, we getting older, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 45 this year. So, it's getting to that point to where you have to pay more and more attention.
I know I'm the oldest, so it's okay. I'll be 47 this year.
Yeah, that's a blessing though, man. You know what I'm saying?
10 years older than me.
Why you gonna throw that out there like that? See, that's cold. See, you still gonna throw that.
I didn't think about it until you said it, and the number was 10 more than me.
I said that man was mid elementary when you were born into this world.
Wow.
That's cold, man. But hey, man, listen, life goes quick.
Enjoy it,
but take care. It
really does. It really does. And while we were talking about Irv Gotti, we want to talk about a person that's been heavily involved with Irv Gotti and was in the news when Irv Gotti passed. And that's this guy right here, 50 Cent. Man, so we're going to talk about 50 Cent and the guy he's standing next to, which is Big Meech, right? So
that dude petty than a mug, bro.
So 50, first of all, when Irv Gotti passed away, this guy posted a video and said, "We smoking on that Irv Gotti pack tonight."
Dang.
Like, golly, man, listen, a lot of people, responded and said, y'all got to remember that Irv Gotti tried to kill this man, tried to have him killed, tried to have him shot, but they had let that stuff go. But again, I'm not here to argue either side. Listen, I don't know what it feels like to have somebody put a hit out on me. I hope I never feel like that, right? So I can't tell you how 50 should react to that.
Right.
But him doing what he did, that's wild. That's
some deep-rooted hate, anger, whatever you want to call it.
You all
that know that brother like listen.
He ain't letting go of nothing. We all know that.
Oh no, yeah. No, he's definitely petty to the core. And the beef with with Big Meech is another petty thing to me, because
what is that all about?
Okay, so one of the guys that they have in common came out in the interview and said that he is in jail because Big Meech told on him, and that's how Big Meech got out, is because he told on this guy. So basically, he gave him up to get out.
That's why he posted the little rat meme.
So Meech said. Yeah, so Meech said that's not the case. He never told, he never did anything like that. And that guy, is not telling the truth, which we don't know who's telling the truth in this situation. Right. But all I know is that it's messing up my TV show because I was a fan of BMF. And I'm like, come on, y'all.
Did you see? He said, what next season? I said, what?
Because come on, dog. Like, don't do that. We want to see what Raw Dog Charles is going to do next.
That's my show, and we need real life Big Meech on it. Like,
Like I need to see what Raw Dog
episode.
Charles is for the dude. I need to see. I need to keep up with Raw Dog Charles.
Like,
Everybody else is cool, but Raw Dog
real...
Charles is my guy.
I couldn't tell you about one episode. I had no idea.
Yeah, so I'm like, I ain't worried about all the other stuff, man. What's up with the show? Like, can we get another episode, another season of the show?
Didn't tell who you mad at, what you smoking on. Where's the show? I need the show.
But can you imagine how Lil Meech feels if his dad got out? It's a good thing your dad gets out, but then it's a bad thing because now your dad's out. He's messing up the business for you.
Beefing with your boss. Like, no, you was just supposed to come out and act right. You ain't supposed to be doing all this.
Yeah, you're supposed to come out and fly under the radar and just chill and not be in front of the cameras and the media, none of that, right? So, but here we go. And as you just said, 50 don't let stuff go. So I have
and he's petty.
50 like I'm not Jesus. I ain't got Alzheimer's and I ain't forgiving or forgetting. He's like, forgive it.
Yeah, so I don't think this gonna go so well. So
I don't think so. I think we are gonna have problems with our show.
Dang, man. But hey, man, come on, 50. Just go ahead and at least do one more season. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all have already filmed it. I know y'all have already filmed it. So go ahead and let that go.
What show you say you was about to do? What show you? Oh no, not that show no more. No.
I mean, at this point, it's a money thing for me. If you've already invested the money and already shot the footage and everything, go ahead and put it out, and make money off of it, and then cut ties. That would be my thing.
Right. Now, but that's the thing where I don't think, how some people business can outweigh the drama. I don't think business all the time outweighs drama for 50. Like,
it don't.
So I don't know.
We shall see. But so 50 and his beefs and him, going back and forth with people. But hey, we shall see. But we're gonna do a little pivot right here, literally and figuratively too, because we want to talk about a little bit of sports right quick. Y'all know we love sports here on the Fiyah Session, so we talk about sports briefly. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the sports world, including the Super Bowl. So stay tuned because that's coming up. But first thing I want to talk about real quick is the WNBA has been doing a lot of innovative things, and the women of the WNBA have been making a lot of splashes in the past year or two. That's drawn a lot of attention to the game of women's basketball. And this new one-on-one league that they have with the WNBA players is fire. Like, I don't know if some of you all have caught it. These are WNBA players. They are playing, I think, 3-on-3 and 1v1. Now, this is basketball at its finest, and this is what we want to see. I would love to see this from NBA guys, which you would never see it, but I would love to see it. No, they ain't gonna do it because it's too brand driven. Because we know what we know about, say, the situation with LeBron and Michael Beasley. We know what we've been told. If you put that on a platform and people see LeBron James getting cooked by Michael Beasley constantly, that's not going to go over well for the league. It's not. So it's not going to work the same. But the WNBA, there's been a few stars. I'm not going to give everything away because you can go out there on YouTube and view some of these games and things like that, so you can check it out. But there's been some stars in the WNBA that have been getting cooked by some of the lesser names. So
I seen a couple clips, but you know what? I didn't know what I was watching. So
it's
I gotta go tune in.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So if you have not seen the women professional basketball players 1v1 and 3v3, you need to check it out because it's very telling, right? Some people getting exposed.
They're getting cooked.
Hey man, you gotta check it out. I ain't gonna tell nobody the results, but I'm just saying you have to check it out. It's very entertaining for sure. So hopefully the NBA.
I hope the NBA does that too. That would be dope.
If they,
especially for All-Star break.
I just like that the WNBA, they're doing so much. Like they're doing so much. And then that the commercial that was part of the Super Bowl for women in general too, like that was hard. Like they just been doing a lot, and I'm loving the attention that they're getting, the respect that they're gaining. Like, so whether NBA picks it up or not, whatever they should, they're probably not going to. I agree with Ken on the brand and stuff. I doubt it, but for them, and then making something their own too, I love that for them.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to the ladies of the WNBA and all the professional women's basketball players out there. You know what I'm saying, for showcasing their skills. So y'all go check them out.
Yeah.
Transition to the NBA, and y'all know the NBA news right now is this trade right here. We were sitting up late. When we were sitting up late that night though, and I just saw something come across my phone screen, and I'm like, wait a minute. All right, hold on. And I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys, and he was like, dude, they just traded Luka. I'm like, you lying, man. Nobody traded Luka. That's fake, man. You on one of those fake pages.
I thought it was a fake page. I did.
Yeah, I thought he was on a fake page, and then I went to the ESPN app, and lo and behold, if it's on the ESPN app, it's official.
That's what I looked at it on the ESPN app, and I looked several times. I was like, this ain't true. And then I screenshotted it into our chat, and I'm sitting like, bro, like for real?
Nah, if it's on ESPN app or the website, it's facts.
I was
sure somebody made a mistake.
But they claim it's business.
It is, and it's LA is the market. Ratings have been low.
Well, no, they claim it has to do with the owners of where he's
I heard about that
lady
too.
That has that high percentage owner in it, and she wants to move them, or she wants to put a casino in it. They declined and denied her, and then she said, "Okay, well, fine, then I'm gonna move it." They said no, so she said, "If you don't do what I say, then somebody y'all really wants
out of here." Vegas, right? I saw that too. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know, right? But to trade Luka Doncic?
Well, from what I've been told and read through all this stuff, Nico Nico really pulled the trigger on that one. Of course, the owner, she doesn't know anything about basketball. This is what I'm saying, a Nico thing. She just they just sign off on whatever that I'm saying he feels is necessary. And he didn't want to re-sign him for all that money because they were saying basically that they didn't see the work ethics, I'm saying, that they felt like that he should have and getting in better shape and things like that. And you're talking about investing a ton of money. You're talking about investing a ton of money in this guy. I think they said 85 mil per year. That's a lot of freaking money for somebody that if they have the skill, but they don't have the work ethic. That's, what I'm saying, that's what it boiled down to. So, they avoided paying him a ton of money. And at the end of it, could they get him back? They really could get him back.
They could get him back if he don't re-sign with LA.
Right.
Look,
and
it's hard to want to leave LA because everything is finna be at your disposal.
Well, yeah,
everything you could absolutely.
He's going to be the face of that squad, and he's going to be the face of the league more than likely. And I think that's why they did that as a league decision.
They need to find somebody for when LeBron's face is gone.
Yeah. So I believe that narrative.
Here's a crazy part about it, though. They got Dorian Finney-Smith like weeks earlier, and supposedly one of Luka's favorite teammates is Dorian Finney-Smith. And so I'm sitting there like, this had to have been in discussion like prior to. I know it kind of came off to us as like happened in an instant, but I find it hard to believe that you just took a couple of days and said, hey, Ken, you want AD? I'll give you Luka.
Nah, they said Rob and Nico have been talking.
Right.
So, I believe that aspect, and I believe that narrative of also the league needed, Luka to be in a certain position because they trying to make him the face of the league. And I really believe that. So whatever the case may be, It's a good look for Luka and for his
Yes.
future. You know what I'm saying? I hope the best for him because I tell people straight up, first and foremost, I'm a Dallas guy. So whether our teams are great or
Right.
bad, like I represent the jersey, not a player. So as long as they got our jersey on, I'm rocking with him. So I'm happy to have AD, even if he missed the glass.
Street clothes.
Street clothes. But the crazy part is, for that game that he played the other day, I knew he wasn't 100%, so I already knew that, and he was
Right.
already, they were both
Already
injured.
injured. Right.
They were both already injured, and the type of injury that he had, I didn't want him to play the other day, and he did, and he
I was
re-injured
surprised he
himself.
played. Yeah.
But the absolute upside is you saw what he looked like with that
He's
lineup, and
yeah.
that's going to be crazy if we can
The
get
playoffs.
everybody healthy enough for the
Just get in the
playoffs.
playoffs. Yeah.
Man,
It's gonna be a scary
it's
team.
gonna be
Yeah.
scary
AD's a
with
pickup
that
man.
lineup
Over the
because
Man.
next, over the next, if they keep that squad together and they do it right, AD's what, 32 right now?
mhm.
Yeah, he'll be all
35,
right for a couple more
36 the
years.
next 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Listen, man, that I don't care what nobody say. Kyrie and AD on the squad. Then you got PJ Washington. Then you got
Yeah.
Dinwiddie coming off the bench. You got the two bigs. I like the lively kid,
Yep.
even though he's injured
Yeah.
right now. Like his energy off the bench,
I like Lively.
young. Everybody keeps saying he reminds you of a young Tyson Chandler type
Yep.
player.
And Tyson
So
Chandler working with him, so they
right,
have a lot of the same skill
Yeah.
set. So I mean, the Mavs have a great squad,
right.
right?
So
Yeah.
they ain't out of nothing. They can literally be back in the finals. But OKC, man, whew, yeah,
I don't see anybody stopping Dallas if they're healthy because AD is a mismatch nightmare for
he's
Yeah.
any four in the
any
league.
four in the league.
Any four
I
in the
agree.
league is
I
a
agree.
mismatch nightmare.
I
So,
agree.
and that's what
His
he was.
health is going to be the
Yeah,
That's the deciding factor on how
yeah,
far he goes. His health.
right.
yeah.
It's
And,
gonna be
and
health.
and now people see what he was saying when he was in LA. Like, don't put me at the 5, put me at the 4.
Right.
And you see what putting him at the 4 does, and he knew that. And it's all the game is about matchups. Any sport you play is about matchups. So
Yeah.
as long as you can get the favorable matchup, then you know what I'm saying that can make a big difference in the game.
He looked more energized. He looked like the leader that LA wanted him to be. But Braun is there. So you can't really be the leader. And when he was out there, it gave you this is his team vibe. Like he can actually run the team. You get what I'm saying? And that it felt like a whole different injury because that's what everyone was saying in LA. He was too casual. He was too laid
I
back. He
don't
was
know
too
about casual. I think it
I
was
don't
just
think he was
maybe the
casual at
demeanor,
all.
but his
yeah,
play,
demeanor wise, yeah.
like
No, he was
I mean, he
balling
was
when he was out there.
killing.
I want to say he was coming off like that dude. Like
Right.
Like
I
he
would
was
never say he
killing.
was. Yeah. Nah.
So, but hey, everybody has a different angle for things, and like
Yeah.
I said, I just want him to be healthy. I want Luka to be healthy, and let's see what the playoffs holds for both squads, and go from there. And hopefully LeBron can what I'm saying play well and get his farewell tour, and we can move on to that next level of the NBA and see who's the next face of the league. So it's gonna be interesting.
How many years LeBron and Luka got
Man,
together?
to me, if it to me, I'm saying the second half of the season should be Braun's farewell tour in my eyes. But if not the second half of this year, definitely next year should be his farewell tour. Because playing any more than that, yeah, you're
Yeah.
padding stats and you're getting stats and you got records and you do all this stuff. But if you're not doing it to the point to where you can actually win a title, then you're wasting your time. So
Right.
And
I agree.
you wasting that franchise time too. Like you
yeah,
just let us do what we need. Thank you. We love
You
you.
don't want another 60 million. You got another contract coming up, Ken.
Hey
You
man,
want 40, 50, or 60.
he needs to sit down. He needs to sit down and let the next group of guys
Hang it up.
come through.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Cause
Ken. You gonna turn down the 40, 50, or the 60? Ken, I got
I
you 40 right
mean
now.
the
I got a
money.
3-year.
You
I got a
talking about
3-year, 120 on the table.
You talking about a billionaire. Like this dude's a billionaire. Like he don't need that money. He don't need that money at all. And the longer
at
you
this
play,
point, you know it ain't for him no more. It's for the baby girl. It's for the baby.
well, my thing
He's gonna
is
start hurting himself badly.
that the longer you play, the more you open yourself up to a serious injury. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to lead a game that way, man.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
But Ken, I got a 3-year, 120 on the table for you. Yes or no?
I don't need it. I'm a billionaire. I don't need it.
yeah.
I'm gonna go spend time with that baby girl you talking about. I'm gonna go spend time with her and be around the house and help raise her and to be the young lady she needs to be. Exactly.
And do that.
Yeah,
in about 3 more years, your other boy gonna be coming to the league.
Yeah, be at all the G League games and everything. So you know.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Bro, pulling up to the G League game.
I mean, that's where he gotta go.
Hey.
Yeah. Dang, let's go. G League, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
You gonna retire and go to the G League. That's cool, man.
No, I'm talking about that. He's going to see Bronny. That's where he gonna
see
Bronny.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's where you gonna see him at the G League.
Yeah, definitely in the G League. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Live your life, man. Live your dream. Right. Hoop. Get them hoops. All right, let's take another turn, man. You know, we got to talk about the Super Bowl, man. It's so much to discuss here, but before we get to the halftime, which I know has been a hot topic, man, before we even talk about the results, man, this is the first thing that really came across the timeline as far as the Super Bowl, man, is this picture right here, right? So we've been talking about Trump today and the things that he's been doing, and he went to this game and got booed.
Like a mug. He got booed. Yeah.
Hey, yo, that was crazy. Was wild. That was funny to me. And this picture with Pat Mahomes' brother says a lot because both of these guys like to grab women by the, right. They both they both had issues with forcing themselves on women. Let's put it that way.
Dang,
so that picture was pretty ironic. And, it's funny because he wasn't the only one that took a picture with the president, right? There was the family did, but there were other celebrities that took pictures with him too. And people have been upset about it. But people have to understand that, and I had a conversation with my sons about this, that 20 years ago, like rappers and everything, the hip hop industry like embraced Donald Trump, like you know what I'm saying, and embrace the things that he was about and the things that he was doing. So
the show, everything.
Yeah. So it's just funny now how things have switched and turned, and now it's like, man, nobody wants to be close to him from the hip hop industry, but they want to be close to him because they know that he might be able to do some things for them, right? Yeah. He's one of those few presidents who gives you homie vibes for a lot of people who you might be able to get in his ear and he might actually do it. Other presidents ain't gonna do it. You know they're not gonna do it. But this dude, he might actually do it.
He's one of those like, yeah, let's go for it then.
Facts. Okay. He might actually do it. So it's crazy.
And let's be real. Say what you want. It's still the president of the United States, bro. Like I know politics is wild. I know Trump is wild. I know Trump is crazy. But bro, it's still the highest seat in the world, like in America or whatever you want to say.
So if you look past all of it, you're taking a picture with the president. President of the United
Some people look at it just like that. I got a chance to take a picture with the president. Like no matter what's going on, like I took a picture with the president.
Yeah.
Like I know this for a fact. Anytime I post something Trump related in a reel, it blows up.
Yeah, people want to hear it. People want to hear and see about Trump, man, the good and the bad. Right. That's one of those situations where they say there's no bad publicity, just publicity. Right. So good or bad, my name is being mentioned. That's a good thing. So that means a lot of times that means clicks, that means views, that means money.
Yep.
Right.
So,
just like your boy, just like Kanye. I mean, people
clicks, views, money.
Admire people for all different types of reasons. So,
and Kanye has been verbal about his liking of Trump. So, I mean,
that's his homie for sure.
Yeah, they got a lot of similarities. So
they do.
It's not far fetched. You know what I'm saying? You really pay attention to it. They got a lot of similarities. So I'm not surprised at all.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but yeah, with the Super Bowl, man, we know how this turned out.
Yes,
I did not expect it.
Yes,
Congrats to Trisha Michelle and her squad. She's a Philly Eagles. Benji called it, but he was a little flip floppish.
No, because we're gonna go back to when we all voted at the beginning before season started.
I had my team in there, of course.
You thought your team was going to the playoffs. First of all,
I did.
First of all,
I'm supposed to, right?
No, yes, but no. I mean, I knew mine was going, but I would say not until probably like week. I can't even tell you what week did I believe. Like I felt it. Like we're going to Super Bowl, and then I was like, and I don't care what anybody was saying. We knew it was going to be against the Chiefs, and everybody was like, they're going to dog y'all. And I was like, I can't wait to this game. Come on, I can't wait to the game. Come on, because I was like, that's not going to happen.
When they came down, when I was kind of researching, looking through it, when Philly #1 defense. And then I realized how good their front four was.
That front four.
I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, they might run this. And then my second thought is because Cooper DeJean was a rookie. I was wondering, that thought came in and I was like, I wonder if they're going to expose him. And that boy played like he had no flaws in his game all year. So once they couldn't get over that, I was like, yeah, man.
But he might didn't play that well, but you'll never know it because Pat Mahomes had no time because they was in his face
whatsoever.
Hey, that front four game.
And they didn't blitz not one time.
Yeah, so when you got your front four playing that well, I don't care if your defensive backs are great or not. It's a non-factor because they not getting the quarterback can't even see to throw the ball out there because he's running for his life.
There's 7 defenders, secondary people who can
the
just
thing
play
is, all they thought about was shutting down Saquon.
Yeah.
That's not all we were about, but that's all y'all seen all season. So y'all thought, but y'all forgot our defense was on. Y'all didn't think about who else we had offensive wise that we could go to still. You forget my quarterback will run if need be. Like, so you forgot all of that. But we already knew, hurry up and don't let Mahomes get nothing off.
Yeah,
I was just surprised.
Philly has the best squad on paper all year long. I've been saying that. Like they have the best. They have the best squad on paper. Like when you look at each position, you know what I'm saying? Like they have great players at virtually every position. So, from a standpoint of just that, I knew they were going to have a good season. So, but you never can tell throughout the year.
I was shocked that Kansas City didn't adjust at all. Like they kept doing 3, 4, 5-step drop backs. You rarely. So I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, first question that came up: how can they get back in the game? What can they do? And you instantly go West Coast offense. You go quick, get the ball out.
He tried. He did attempt to go quick. He got
they did, but then they went right back as if Philly's front four wasn't kicking y'all rump all game. Like, you got to go quick. That's all you can do. Why you?
So when they came back after half, they were attempting to go quick. They were trying. Right. It did not matter.
It was better than Mahomes taking them 5-step drop backs and getting his behind 8 up and acting like Kansas City actually has a pause.
Hey,
and acting like Philly front four wasn't dominating from jump.
But the defense did that thing.
Them boys look good. Them boys,
when I seen he got to him not once, twice, third, I said, "Oh, it's over." He's scared now. he can't count on his O line.
Yeah, nah, it was a BTA fest. So at the end of the day, I felt like Philly was gonna win, but I definitely didn't see them getting them getting drove like that. So
I thought we was gonna be getting it out the mud in the fourth quarter for the win.
So yeah,
I'm just glad that Patrick Mahomes at this point is not in the GOAT conversation, because Joe Montana is still in the GOAT conversation. 4-0 in the Super Bowl. Just want everybody to know that. Joe Montana, San Francisco 49er, Joe Montana.
Yeah, that's just you bringing that up.
Your entire team.
Yeah, nobody talks about Joe in that conversation, dude. Like, I love Joe Montana, but nobody talks about Joe when it comes to the GOAT quarterback. So
yeah,
that's true. He's still a legend.
Look, I know the 49ers are trying to find something to hold on to. Y'all have
nothing. I'm just
y'all
wondering.
Literally have nothing. Like Whitney Houston. Nothing.
No, that's like right there.
Nothing.
Listen, all I want to know is how in the world did we not get the same calls that y'all got, Philly, in the Super Bowl? I mean, y'all got y'all holding calls.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
The calls is the calls. Yeah, the calls is the calls,
man. I won't lie. There was some missed here, but I will say that I'm glad that they didn't do the shit that they've been doing all year with the Chiefs.
Facts.
So
that is a fact. Because we was waiting for it.
Regardless, did you not see the score?
But you can't do that when you come out. Yes, exactly. When you come out and put belt to ass, it don't matter. It don't matter what the referee's doing, because you took care of business. And that's like my coach used to always say.
Was doing what they was doing.
Yeah, it's like my coach used to always say, never leave the game in the hands of the refs.
Refs, right.
Come out and take care of business.
I thought when that first pass interference got called on AJ Brown, had little hands to the face, I was like, oh, here we go.
No, and I mean,
truth be told,
it was valid.
Wasn't nothing for him to call after that, really.
It was a valid call. Like, okay, got you, but keep that same energy all game. But I mean, we didn't care.
They spanked them boys.
That
reminded me of the Giants against Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's next?
I mean, the game was the game, but let's just be honest. Nobody paying attention to that game like that. You know what I'm saying?
It got boring after the third.
Yeah, at halftime is when the real action.
Even my guests left the Super Bowl.
Only people left watching was the
after the halftime.
Yeah,
after the halftime, my guests left. They was like,
halftime was the real event, right? Yeah. So people were waiting on on Kendrick Lamar and to try to see what they were gonna come up with, because he's creative. You already know that they're gonna come with something, the designs of the set and everything, being a game controller, even down to, you see on the picture the A minor symbol around his neck. There's a lot of symbolism in that whole setup, right? And people had me laughing when they were talking about Serena doing a crip walk and how she used to date Drake and how symbolic that was to have her there. But people got to remember, that Serena and Venus are from Compton.
Right.
So, so you know what I'm saying? It's not, it probably, I'm pretty sure anything dealing with K-Dot is always going to be a message behind it, right? Yeah. That's just the way, that's just his MO. That's what he does, right? But I think her being there is more of, her trying to rep for her city. And I wanted to say this when it comes to that. People were getting on her because she's married to the white guy, and they were like, well, how's she gonna be there crip walking and trying to represent for Compton? I'm like, look, man, I know dudes, but I know dudes that's from Oak Cliff, Texas and South Dallas and ain't set foot in them places in a decade or more and still claim them. So you in the same boat with Serena in my eyes, right? If you claim an area and you ain't been there in decades, then you in the same boat with Serena. You you can't claim it either then, if that's the case. But for me, she represents Compton, always has, and always
And
has been
she
a
did
face
that
of it.
same crip walk at Wimbledon, I
At
believe.
Wimbledon,
but that's the
when she
thing. I think
won. So
that's really what the message was. She
yes,
did something that was controversy on a white stage, so to speak.
right.
And you now on the biggest stage, one of the biggest stages, and I'm a crip walk here. I'm still gonna do it on y'all. Like I think that it was really she from Compton, and let me dance. Let me do it again. Now see it again.
Right. She put
Find
out
me
a
now.
press release. She put out a press release on how Kendrick approached her about specifically coming out to do the crip walk, and he mentioned the Wimbledon thing, and he said, "Hey, we're going to be in Compton," and her response was, "Is to go to the Super Bowl, Serena Williams Super Bowl?" She was like, "No doubt." She was like, "Of course I'm gonna do it here at Compton." So I thought it was dope.
I don't think it had anything to do with Drake. She just conveniently is that. But
No,
but
I don't think.
but
it's
it's
gonna
just
come
funny.
off. It's gonna come off as that for sure.
Yeah.
That's
one of those is damned if you do, damned if you do. Well, not damned if you don't.
Facts.
Well, damn if you don't, because then you don't get to do the Super Bowl and So yeah, it was damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Facts.
Yeah. So I mean, but
and I'm glad she did, because now she's the trending and the trolling is.
Hey, I like that little. I had to post that for the Eagles win. Look,
But you know what's crazy, man, is that there was Samuel L. Jackson was a part of the halftime show as Uncle Sam, and the things that he kept saying throughout the show. Man. I think a lot of people didn't catch a lot of the symbolism, and a lot of people were saying, "Well, it was just this, it was just that." They were complaining about it. And I'm like, nobody's going to always be happy with things. Of course, with it being in New Orleans, a lot of people were complaining that there were no local artists and stuff like that.
Wayne could have done this is what we was going to see.
But it's like it's sad that, and I say this, at certain points, that black folks feel like if they can't shake their butt to it, they don't want it.
It ain't got no meaning.
If they can't twerk to it, they don't want it. And it's like at certain points, I get it. You want to party, but at certain points, if you have an opportunity to put a message out there that might be influential to somebody, then I think that's, what I'm saying, well worth it. So
and what a better time than right now.
Yeah.
Where we
right now
stuff going on.
We got Black History, quote unquote, canceled in the office, and all of that stuff going on with us. And to have him go and do what he did and create such a message on such a level in front of everybody on a who
Black
cares
History Month,
type vibe, and Black History Month. Like I fool with him. Like I've been fooled with Kendrick, but I fool with he wasn't scared of nothing. I'm saying do it all.
Whether you got the message, like the message or whatever, it's the fact that he got up there and did it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that were like, well, I didn't understand it. I didn't hear him. The sound wasn't good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you could say that could have been better or whatever the case, you didn't understand it. But I'm always of the fact of if you didn't understand it, it wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
133.5 million people watched that Super Bowl halftime show. The most
watched. The type of message he put out, and everybody was watching like that. I want to know how he got it cleared.
Facts. And one thing about when Kendrick Lamar releases something, there's always tons of symbolism. So we're gonna be talking about this and the breakdown for what next month, Ken? What you got? 2 months?
Nah. I give it another week or so.
Another week.
News don't cycle like that no more. It ain't gonna last that long. It's gonna last about
Black History Month.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I say another week or two, possibly. But
something else gonna pop up.
Yeah, it's gonna cycle out after that. But I'm gonna tell you what's up. I told Trisha Michelle the halftime was cool, but these pants, man.
I need them. I need them pants.
Hold on. I understand you needing them. I understand you needing them because they probably would look amazing on you, but I don't want to see no dude with these pants on. I don't care what brand they are, how much they cost. Fire. I don't care.
I've been telling people ever since your granddaddy and your grandpa used to wear bell bottoms and they was fly. They was macking the whole
used to. People used to wear Jerry curls too, but you wear one in 2025, you're gonna get flamed.
I seen a couple people bringing the Jerry curl back.
Well, point them out. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Listen,
it's not the men, it's been the women doing it, and
I got a beauty supply store, and I'm telling you, they come in for the wet look.
See,
I'm telling you, they come in for the wet look, dog. Don't.
No, I don't. No. I ain't talking about the wet look. I want people
like
with
an
actual
Jerry curl.
Actual Jerry curl process.
Yes.
They have a different name for it now. Right. You know, they try to make it trendy, and that they're on. And in the comments, you'll go and read it. Look it up. And you'll see people like, I swear, I know Jerry when I see him. That's what they say in the comments because it's a Jerry curl.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to walk by. I want to walk by him so I can smell it. I want to be able to smell the. If I can't smell the Jerry, it ain't real. If I can't smell the Jerry, the Jerry gotta have a distinctive smell to it.
Because people believe that style protected their hair.
Well, see, we're going to try to get Trisha Michelle those pants because I'm pretty sure you can rock those pants, but I don't want to see them on no dudes.
$1,400. What's the price on them joints?
$1,400.
Yeah, no.
Now, what kind of kicks did he have on though? Because I can't see the kicks.
He had on the Dion, I think the first ones that came out, not the one that just came out, but I have a pair of those, the white and black ones. So he had a pair of Dion's on, so that was dope.
I definitely paid attention to his outfit when he first.
It's terrible because the bell bottoms covered up the shoe.
But that's what I was like. Wait, what shoes does he have on? And I kept like looking, and I'm like, oh, okay, because they just showed the little tip.
Yeah,
they covered up the whole fly shoe.
Yeah,
I mean, but when he did the Super Bowl when the Rams won it, he's in all black, but he's got on bell bottoms too. If you go look at it,
now, yes,
they're cut. Okay, next on question. The side.
How tall or short is Kendrick?
I think he's like 5'8". I think he's like
because he looks short as heck. Oh, he's
short. I think he's like my. I think he's my height.
Yeah,
5'7", 5'8". I think he's my height, if I'm not mistaken. I might be taller than him because I'm 5'9".
I think he was walking in between, and he was shorter than everybody. And
I think y'all about the same height, bro.
I think so.
It might be. I don't know exactly how tall he is though, but I know he's short.
Okay,
he ain't Cat Williams short though. He ain't 5'5".
Yeah, my God,
that's him and Kevin Hart.
Yes, them dudes.
Yeah, she slid you one though. He hear it. He hear it. Yeah, she slid you one, but you ain't hear it.
Catch him with flying. This ain't no boomerang.
I missed a lot.
Man, she slid you one, man. That was funny. Oh my God, man.
It's all right, it's all right. It's good to have you back.
But yeah, the halftime show was the highlight, and people are still talking about it. People arguing about it on social media as we speak. So I mean, having the conversations is cool, but people have to understand also that everybody's got their opinion. So, respect everybody's opinion. If they enjoyed it, cool. If they didn't, cool. And y'all don't have to argue. Y'all can just respect each other's opinion and be okay with that and move on.
I was gonna say opinion is like ass because everybody got one, but not everybody got ass, so we're gonna leave that alone.
No, it's not ass. It's the hole. Everybody got a hole though. And like my dad said, usually their opinion stinks too.
Yeah.
But I can't lie though. It was dope. I'm glad we got to experience that whole on Black History Month. It was dope.
Oh yeah, no, this Southern U.
Yeah.
They got to do the opening up, and I went to see Battle of the Bands, and they was there, and they know they are.
They've been fired for a long time. I wish I could see them live. So
they was at SoFi.
Yeah, HBCU bands are, are next level. So if you haven't had a chance to see any HBCU bands perform, especially bands like Southern, Grambling, some of those bigger schools, man, they're all amazing. And they do the Lord's work when they're out there on that field. Yeah, it's big time. It's big time.
Bands, and it was amazing.
I have not seen one yet, and
you missed it because it was here at SoFi February 1st.
Dang, I had no idea.
First time ever.
No. The Black College Expo was there, right?
Somewhere around there outside.
Yeah,
but I mean,
Black College
inside,
Expo. I was supposed to go. But I had a service that morning, so I was.
You know what? I didn't even know that was going on. So I got my Battle of the Band tickets like mid last year. Like, so I had no clue, nothing. I just knew we was going to that.
Going to that.
And
I gotta
it
catch
was.
one. Maybe
I'm
in
glad we went.
Vegas. Maybe at UNLV or something like that. Gotta catch one for sure.
All right. So we talked about the Super Bowl, but y'all know we always got to talk about something interesting. So before we get up out of here, I got a couple of questions that I wanted to ask Trisha, Michelle, and Benji about. Man, it's gonna be pretty interesting for us to discuss before we roll out. Uh, the first question is, what's the most ridiculous reason you stopped talking to someone? And I know everybody got at least one ridiculous reason why you stopped talking to somebody. So Benji, what's the most ridiculous reason you stopped talking to a girl, man?
This one will forever stick with me. Dating a chick, met her for the first time, and I've told this story before. I didn't know she was like, she could pound them back. I didn't know she was heavy drinker. And I didn't know she had a breathalyzer in her car. It didn't click to me when we went to the restaurant and she gets there in an Uber. And we're at the one of my favorite spots to go. When I was dating, one of my favorite spots. I ain't gonna put the name out there because I still go. One of my favorite restaurants to go to on the dates because it was always nice, whatever. And this chick couldn't drive home, but she kept pounding back, drinking, and crying at the table. So much so that I had to tell like the dude, like, yo, like, no, don't bring no more drinks over. And she couldn't get home, dog. And so I had to drive her home. Now, mind you, I don't know where she stays at all because it was my first time meeting her. And I had to find a way, to get it out of her to take her home. And when I took her to her house, I used the bathroom. I went in her cabinet, and she had 5150 meds in there, bro. Seroquel. And I was like, yeah, dog, I'm good. And I did. And that was it. I couldn't do it, dog. Like it was one of the craziest things I ever experienced in my life. But that one, the meds, go in the medicine cabinet, fellas, and you need to go check, see what's in there, and make sure you Google it. So you.
Oh man. This is funny. In the audience, Kanisha McFadden said bad breath. That's not too ridiculous.
That's
not too ridiculous. I mean,
yeah.
Halitosis is an issue.
Yeah, it's big issue. Big issue. All right, Trisha Michelle, talk to us. Let us know. I know you got one.
Yeah, the dude I was talking to, he I think I told y'all before. I think he always would sing. Like he would make everything into a song. And like it irritated my soul. Like we couldn't have regular conversations because it was, and then like back then that's when Snap was kind of heavy. Like he was saying Snaps were like, and it's not, and so look, don't get me wrong, women, ladies. He wasn't singing no love songs to me and nothing like that. It was like shut up. Like it was just, why are you singing right now?
What they talking about? They talking about now. What they talking about?
Like yeah, like that stuff, like that, and you'd be like, what? Like, and I'm asking like, how was your day or something, or talking about whatever the topic is, and then I'd be like, this is stupid. Like it was really stupid. So I just never said nothing.
How did he even get in the door? Did he hide that for a while?
Yes. And then it just started happening. It happened once or twice. He's just like, oh, okay. And it's just a little song. So you're like, okay. And then then it becomes a thing like all throughout the conversation. And it's like, what? And then he would send me random snaps just singing stupid stuff. And I'm like, what am I supposed to say to this?
Oh, no.
At some point I started questioning if something's wrong with you.
You'd be like, okay, Carl Thomas, chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I can't do this. That's weird. It's weird.
I can't to you.
It's like,
all right. Man, I'm dying.
Well, I ain't had nothing like that, but I'm gonna tell you straight up. Now I know y'all gonna get a kick out of this, and this is a real story. I hate to say this, man, because this is gonna make me sound so crazy. But I was very young. I was very young when this occurred. I was talking to this chick. We had been talking for a while, and one day I just got up and I saw her at school. She was ugly. She just was ugly to me that day. And I just was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I don't know what it was, what happened. It was just like that day, it just dawned on me, you are not that attractive to me. And and I just was like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like it was terrible. Now that I think about it, and when I thought about it, like later on in life,
That's savage.
I was like, that was terrible.
That's
Absolutely the worst. Like, I can't believe I even did that. When I told my mom I did it, she was highly disappointed in
yes.
me.
I thought you was gonna tell us about the girl and the big girl and her mama.
No, 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 no,
Mr.
no,
Big.
no, 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 no. Because that's a legit thing. Like that was like forecasting. That was forecasting. I
Right.
didn't want. I didn't. Her mom was sitting over there looking like what's that Detroit rapper, the lady Demore, who didn't get in the lift, who couldn't
Oh
get in the
Lord.
lift. Like that alone, it has so many jokes in it. She's trying to get in the lift, and she's too heavy to get. That. I mean, but either way,
That's wild, bro. That's
that was
wild.
wild. But I don't know what it was that day, man. It was just like the girl, her face didn't change. It was
Did you like
just
double take too? Like
she wasn't cute to me in the beginning, but I had conversations with her and I talked to her, so I fell for her personality. That was the
okay.
first time where I kind of like, okay, I looked past the exterior and was like, she is just a great person.
But ultimately
So
the rest of you said no.
I
She
don't know
ain't
what it was that day. I just got up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know. I just went to school and I looked at her and I'm like, this ain't it.
You
This
damn.
ain't it. This
Sorry,
ain't
baby
it.
girl.
I gotta go.
okay?
And
Hold on. Let's clarify. Was she mugly?
I ain't gonna even do that no more. I'm not gonna even go into content. Uh,
That'll
just
be a
know,
yes for 200.
just
Yeah.
know
Yes,
that
4,000, Alex.
for me and what I was accustomed to, she didn't fit the mold. So I don't know what it was that day. I just woke up and was like, you know
Bro
what,
said,
this
"Yeah, I'm
this ain't it.
good." Your
Yeah,
bro
I'm
said, "Yeah,
good.
I'm good."
Yeah, I'm and I ain't gonna lie to you. I did string it out just a little bit because I didn't know how to really just say it
Say it to
outright.
her. Right.
So how did you say
So
it?
I just started doing weird stuff that will make her like be like, all
Start
right,
singing.
I'm
I ain't
good
fooling
on you.
with you.
Start singing.
Yeah.
Type
Start
stuff.
singing.
To make it
Yeah.
seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like she just kind of did that, which was even worse, right? That I think
Right.
about it in retrospect, because I should have just been honest and been like, you know what, this ain't it. This ain't working for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you, you know what I'm saying,
See,
make somebody else happy. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad
Like,
you know now.
I'm
I'm
gonna
glad
go
you
and let you go
know.
on and make somebody else happy.
yeah, you
That's
like that, don't you? You like that one,
I
don't
like
you?
that.
I know you like that one, don't you?
I
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna
that.
let you make somebody else
Because
happy.
that means you still
I'm
got
gonna go
potential,
on and
girl, just not with
yeah.
me. You
You know what
still
I'm
a good
saying?
Facts.
girl, but
I'm
just
gonna
not
go on.
for me. Like,
In
I'm gonna go
facts.
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Lean
was
back in your
smooth. I know
chair.
bitches like that. Yeah, just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
He
ahead
got
and
go.
let you make
he
somebody
got
else
his
happy.
little lean on
I'm
now
going
after
on.
he heard it. He like, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on, let you go on and make somebody else happy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. See, I had a little game back then, you know what I'm saying? But
No,
see,
because you didn't say that.
I
Remember
didn't
that?
say it.
Remember that old the white dude who had the accent? He was, you see, I got that little booty out there, Charlotte. What you trying to do right there? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on, let you go on and make somebody else happy, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey man, in retrospect, like I said, man, it was just terrible
That's
to
wild,
have
man.
have felt that way about her, and just not just wasn't honest about it. But hey, it happens.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
and that was a ridiculous, reason for just stop talking to her all of a sudden, because that day I just was like, you know what, you're not cute,
Mm,
and
mm,
it's
mm.
You
just
are
it's
not
crazy.
it. Wow.
You ain't, yeah, it's not it. So
I
yeah, that's my
mean, sometimes you know what I'm saying. You just gotta, go on
I
and
mean,
let
that's
you know what I'm
okay.
saying.
That
You going
happens.
on and be happy. You know what I'm saying with somebody else.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I think you would be happy over there, girl.
yeah,
I think you
yeah.
would.
Like,
I, I,
no,
I really
not
do. I
me.
really, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying this for the both of us. because both of us should be happy. I think you would be happy over there. You know what I'm saying? Go on and go on over there and be happy.
You see, that's why F all of that. That's all this extra stuff. Just say, let me go. I ain't got time for that.
You know, it comes a certain point in life where you just gotta allow the bird to fly. And I think we've reached the point to where I gotta let you fly. I feel like I'm holding you back.
It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's not you though.
It's not
it's
you.
Me.
It's me. I don't like sideburns.
The way you sing to me like that, it's not you. It's me.
No, so I didn't say nothing to him. I just stopped talking to him. I let him just
Go smoke.
He just fizzled out.
Ghost mode.
Oh man.
The closer I get to
no, he didn't get closer at all.
Shout out to Carl Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So the last question we got is gonna be a good one. And I had to, I shared this with, saying the crew before the show just so we can have time to kind of think about it. And it should be a good one. So I want y'all to chime in the comments too, man, because this is a big one. This is a really big one.
Okay.
What's a major red flag that gets ignored too often? A major red flag that gets ignored too often.
Hold on.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go first because I already got mine. I think folks with bad attitudes, that gets overlooked, especially with women that look very nice or women that are very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, as far as in the black community, we often have this thing with black women. They have attitudes, and and it's acceptable, right? Because like they look a certain way, they got a big butt, or they, what I'm saying, like they have these other things. So you like, man, I'm gonna overlook that. And a lot of women embrace that, having a bad attitude, and like, well, my toxic trait is this, and it's embraced.
Right.
But after a while, it's gonna wear thin, bro. And you like, even with guys, I'm pretty sure that girls put up with guys that have terrible attitudes because the guy's attractive to them, or the guy has money and all these other things. But eventually that's gonna wear you thin, man. And I don't care how attractive a person looks, after a while, somebody with a terrible attitude, oh my God,
it'll wear on you. Okay. I can dig that. I think that, I like that.
Yeah, I think we've all dealt with somebody in our lives that had a terrible attitude or a terrible way about them, but it was something else, a redeeming quality about them that we enjoyed. But eventually that terrible attitude, wore away at us, and we were like, nah, we gotta cut it out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta bounce. So, but Benji, I know you got one.
I'm ready. Go ahead, Benji.
Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead, Patricia, because I'm still mulling over. I'm still thinking.
I think that I don't know how to explain it. So y'all could call it what y'all want as I'm explaining it, I guess. Toying around with like the little cute crazy, like I'm crazy over you, or that stuff like that. It then when they telling you like, I'm crazy, or girl, you so crazy, like that. That'd be the signs that y'all just like joking about, or y'all be like toying with, or it's cute right now. She just crazy about me, or I'm nothing without you. Like those little statements, like that little stuff where you act like you just can't live. Like that little crazy mess, the little clingy crazy. That's cute. It's cute till she really or he really acting straight up fool.
Charts, right?
Yeah, until she poke your tires, and then it's not cute so
because she said she can't be without you. And she said she was crazy over you. She said already. She told you. That to me.
Yeah, that's facts. And I think we've all dealt with that too. We heard the crazy, and we observed the crazy, but we decided to overlook it because we were like, yeah, that's just, she just tripping a little bit. She don't really mean that. She don't really mean that. Or Or for from a dude standpoint, I know we like, see, we be putting it down, we be smashing, you know what I'm saying? I'm messing up her head, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and yeah, and then she start scratching your car up, busting your windows and all that. It's not fun
That's
no
your
more.
job.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, that would be crazy, right? You at work at your job and you go to lunch and she in the break room.
Break room.
She's in the
Like
break room.
you need a fork.
He's like,
Yes.
wait a minute. You just
How did you get here?
facts.
So you're
Hey,
not gonna
you
answer my calls?
you in the workroom. You finna sit down and eat lunch with your work wife and everything. Like you already got it
Yeah.
mapped out.
Yeah, at that point,
She
she about
pull
to
up
set
on
this.
you.
Oh, she about to set the whole thing off.
Oh
Dang.
man,
Everybody lunch is getting thrown.
Good
hey,
Lord.
yeah, man. So yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one because I think we've all done that too. Overlooked that little crazy mess, and you know what I'm saying, still proceeded because we thought they looked good, smell good, or what. It had all this other
Cute at
stuff
the
going for
time.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, but eventually that crazy gonna escalate, and it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a real problem for you. So yeah, that's definitely a good one. All right, Benji.
I'm gonna go with unsupportive or that's selfishness, because you think of
Mm,
it as a guy, right? Like you go out to dinner, you pay for this, you pay for that, you take care of everything, and you find out that she never has like that ability to kind of support you. She might be broke, bro. She might not have no ends at all, and you just because you like her, you trying to take her out, you trying to be cool, you trying to be inviting, but she don't ever offer to pay the tip. She don't ever offer to take you out. She always thinks that you supposed to call her up, take her out all the time. You spin the bag all the time, and she never reciprocates that. I think to me is a major red flag. She
And so
might
you
not even
mean
have no job.
specifically financially supportive then? Because I
But
was I was thinking supportive on a bigger scale until you dropped down to her being broke.
right.
I was like,
I
huh?
mean, because it can be widespread though. Like she'll never come to your game. You get what I'm saying? You a
Yeah,
hooper and she'll
that's I'm
never
like,
at the game.
okay, you know,
Right. She always got something going on. Like she can't never come to your game. She can't never pull up on you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
there's always something you gotta and you can even flip it and reverse it in this sense. Like your girl loves flowers and you never get her flowers. Like that's her thing. Like what's your problem? Why can't you? She likes candy, this particular candy, and or
Well,
she likes
that's the lack of romance there. There's no
right.
that's they have
But it's a
no
selfishness thing too,
yeah.
because some dudes just be like, I'm saying, I don't care. I ain't really, and
Yeah.
yeah, so it can be stretched out to other things, but just that kind of that support part where
Yeah,
you
support.
gotta
I get what
always ask.
you're saying.
yeah, I felt that one before. I ain't gonna even lie to you because I was talking
Yeah.
to a chick when I was younger, and she never came to any of my sporting events. None of them. She
Right.
ain't come see no games. She ain't do none of that. And it's like, for her, maybe it wasn't such a big deal, but for me, because growing up, I always had family or my mom or somebody at the games. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To have somebody who says they care so much about you, not there to support you is, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It bothered me. It
I get
bothered me,
yeah.
and but then again too, I thought about how I stopped talking to a girl because she
She
wasn't
was
cute to me no
mugging.
more. So I just thought that may have been the energy I put out coming back.
It was like, oh my karma, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, you forgot the ugly girl to support you, dog.
You know what? And she was very supportive. Like everything that I did, I don't care if I was playing basketball in the summertime at the local park pickup. If she was around, she would come through.
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
that was a
Yeah.
good one. That was the ugly good one.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what? And that's funny because a lot of times the less attractive people, not in all cases,
Not in
but
all
the
cases.
less attractive case, the less attractive people are more humble and they're just better people across the board, right? Now there are people who are, as you all say, mugly, and they act ass too. So
That true, true, true.
it's a balance to it, but You
You
know,
blessed if you got you a pretty girl and she supports you left, right, all of that. So yeah, you're blessed individual. So.
yeah, no doubt. That's 100% facts. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of red flags that people can think about. So keep thinking, people, and you know, because at the end of the day, thinking about those red flags, especially as we get older, can help you avoid a lot of wasted time. Because
Yeah.
there are a ton of things that you allow yourself to get into as a young person, you know, in your 20s and your 30s. Now that you're near, you know, some of us 40 and 50, you shouldn't still be falling for the same tricks.
I agree.
No, not at all.
So, but yeah, nah, I mean those were some good questions. Just make sure y'all tune in every week. We're gonna have some questions for y'all, and we're gonna have those conversations. And because we want to entertain you, but we want to make you think as well.
Facts.
Because we want you to get better. Every episode, we're gonna give you some stuff that you're gonna laugh about. It's gonna entertain you, but we also want to plant some seeds that's gonna make you think. That's gonna help
Facts.
improve your
Yeah.
life. So before we get up out of here, y'all already know what we do. We gotta let our people holler at you and let you know where to find them on social media. So Trish Michelle, talk to the people.
Well, y'all can find me everywhere at Trisha Michelle. I ain't said this in a long time. Shit.
Do you still got your TikTok page?
Yeah, you lost yours?
I never really, I never really was on it, so I
Oh
deleted
no,
the app.
mine is still there. I didn't delete the app. I didn't do none of that. I'm there.
Yeah.
But TM, yeah, Trisha Michelle _ I think it's TM. I don't know. Oh, it is. It's right here. Look.
Yes, right there on the screen, y'all.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
Look at that. Everywhere. Y'all can find me with that everywhere. Oh man, I'm rusty. Okay, that's where y'all can find me. Instagram, on TikTok, and then Facebook doesn't matter. Y'all don't need to go over there. But y'all, and then YouTube, Fiyah Session, and then of course I'm on there too, Trisha Michelle too. So yeah, y'all can find me. Y'all can find me that like that.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, Benji Banks, the man brand, talk to him.
You can find me in a lot of places. All right. You can find me at my shop. Come down there and get your wigs. Come down there and get your wig glue, ladies. I know you need that wig glue. I know you need it.
You are stupid.
I see you. I know y'all need it. Come by and holler at your boy.
You get your wig knocked out by Ninja Turtle.
I got that bow. I got that bow hole. I got that extra strength, fellas. I got that skin tight. All right, because you're getting a little, you know what I'm saying, a little patchy and you know what I'm saying, a little bumpy up under here. I got that skin tight for you. The barber's in the shop. You can come get that young facial. You know what I'm saying? Braiders at 951-208-0306, Moreno Valley. Come holler at your boy. I got you down there. I got you. You can find me on Instagram, BRB4701. You can find me on Facebook. You can't find me on TikTok because I deleted the app. I wasn't really using it anyway. And now they won't let me back in. So
that's only because he can't get it back.
That's all I can get back. But be aware that fan base is about to be popping. It ain't going nowhere. We're around. Go on, get your investment in. I got my page on there. We're gonna start promoting on there. Get your fan base on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start posting that. Reinvented TV. We're just posting inspirational content. You can find me everywhere. All right. You can find me on the Fiyah Session. And we here. But most importantly, ladies, come get your hair. I got your hair. I got you. Various forms of hair. I got you back like a car seat.
You know what you just made me think of when you gave that phone number out? What? Why did somebody randomly text me through Instagram, like an actual text message to my phone?
Oh. Well, you know they got that you got that WhatsApp set up?
No, through my hair page. I take it down.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Like legit, but one of those followers though, not hair, but one of those followers legit text me this morning.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I mean, you know, let me be you want to be my sugar baby and all the stupid stuff. Like
well, yeah, I could, yeah. Oh no, I can't say
that. You just made me think of that. I forgot to share that. So
I mean, I'm sure you get about 2,000 of those.
You miss every shot you don't shoot.
I don't look for none of them. So for it to come directly to my phone, I'm looking at my phone like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, what am I reading?
Now you got to check to make sure ain't nobody hacked your what you call it.
No. It's not hacked. You have those problems.
You good? Yeah. Yes. Trust me. Yes. It is annoying.
No,
somebody literally took over my whole page and was just scrolling. And I'm sitting there like, is this the ghost?
Sorry.
Or what?
I just thought about, remember the video he sent us?
Yeah.
And the phone was just going. Like they was having fun. They was double tapping on posts.
Man, listen, man. Social media is getting wild. God. I don't know what it is.
Man.
But hey, man, listen.
Better leave them videos in the comments alone.
Wow. Look.
Oh man. All right. Well, y'all can catch me at Big Ken on Fire on all social media platforms, including Fanbase. So I do have a Fanbase page as well under the same name, Big Ken on Fire. Y'all can catch the Fiyah Session on all social media platforms. Just type in FIYAH Session and we'll pop right up. Make sure you go to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and that little bell notification. So every time we go live, you will be notified. Every time we have new content, new shorts, new whatever, you're going to get notified so you don't miss out on a thing. And as usual, we do take suggestions for things that you all want to see, topics that you all want to talk about, because we do this for you. We do this for entertainment and education at the same time. As I always say, we like to put the medicine in the candy, right? So we want to make sure that the audience is getting what they need, and part of that is, allowing you all to shoot us some suggestions and things like that. So we definitely appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We miss y'all. We happy to be back. So make sure you tune in next Tuesday for another live episode. We got some great topics, great interviews, and more great content coming your way. So y'all already know. Have a good week. Y'all already know it's the Fiyah Session. Peace.
I'm back.
Thank you for joining us today. Please follow us on all social media platforms. Just search Fiyah Session.